I thought it was quite wrong that somebody could shout
What about the
Allah
last 8 or 9
Akbar
days?
on the streets of London and not be immediately arrested, or project genocidal chants onto Big Ben and that person not be immediately arrested. That attitude is wrong, and I'll always call out the police for it.
It's pretty outrageous for him to talk about Allahu Akbar in this way. As it's very clear, it's a phrase that's used by billions of Muslims. It means God is great. Look, you saying that you shouldn't be talking and using religious terms, basic religious terms like this, is just unacceptable. And what he said earlier on Sky was something that is unequivocally Islamophobic. It's slurring ordinary Muslims, and it has no place in today's society. He should apologize for that before he starts trying to justify it using different words in different circumstances.
Yeah, well, he's not apologizing. In fact, he's, as we've just heard, he's put on X, it used to be Twitter, a video of Muslim men chanting on the streets, and he said that Allah Akbar is spoken peacefully and spiritually by millions of British Muslims in their daily lives, but the aggressive chanting below, referring to the video, is intimidatory and threatening, and it's an offence under Section 4 and 5 of the Public Order Act. Extremists routinely abuse common expressions, he says, for their own shameful ends. All violence must end. So far from apologising, he's explaining what he means.
And this is hugely problematic. When racism happens, you need to acknowledge it, you need to apologize for it, you need to retract it. Then you can try and make your justifications otherwise. Let's be very clear. Any type of this intimidation or aggression is unacceptable. If it's against the law, that's fine. But that has nothing to do with the phrase Allahu Akbar or God is great. It is unacceptable in any circumstance to try and say that the ordinary religious actions of individuals is somehow in any way an arrestable offense. This is from an individual who says that if he were in America, he'd be voting for Donald Trump, someone who is also Islamophobic, who's anti-Semitic, who has publicly done these things. And and we should not be supporting these types of really hateful, racist language. And in an environment right now where Muslims are currently a target of far-right thugs and rioters across the UK, where Islamophobia is one of the reasons why many of these thugs and rioters are going down, for someone who was a former minister, who is trying to be the leader of one of our opposition parties, to somehow use this Islamophobic language, it is unacceptable. It has no place in society. He must apologize.
The real issue is that this House appears cowed by threats of violence and intimidation. The Mother of Parliaments appears weakened and diminished as a result. We have allowed our streets to be dominated by Islamist extremists, and British Jews and others to be too intimidated to walk through central London week after week.
The second reason I'm here is because I want to show other Jews in London and everywhere that this isn't against us. These marches aren't fueled by anti-Semitism. These marches aren't fueled as a hatred against Jews.